Hey, today I want to talk about men. I want to talk about men today. And I ain't joining women's team. Matter of fact, we ain't even talking about women right now. I'm talking about men today. Like, men be too invested in other men's activities. Like, they care too much about what other men are doing in their lives that has nothing to do with them. We'll give you an example, right? You know, social media content creating is a thing, right? I dib and dab with it. I'm not full time in it, but I do it. But you know, as a content creator, you may have a cameraman, you may not. And if you don't, most likely you have like a tripod or something, you know, something that you're gonna hold your camera and your camera phone up on so that you can film yourself. You know, with content creation, it's kind of like TV. So, you know, it's a setup. So, out in public, doing this, where people could see you, it looks funny, right? Because you setting up this tripod, whatever the case, and you basically performing for however long the camera's rolling. You performing whatever the action is, or you speaking for the camera, whatever the case. But like, when people see this, men in particular always have an opinion. It's always a hater opinion. You dropping salt, right? So yeah, you out here, you doing your content. Say you put your tripod down, you press record, and you go exercise, or you film yourself cooking, you film yourself shopping, doing your skincare routine, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's always some unneeded opinions by men about that. Like, oh, he what kind of man films himself doing XYZ? You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? What these people are getting followers, they getting views, and they getting monetized. Something that you not tapped in on. Now, whether you respect that or not, no, that's on you. It doesn't affect nobody but you. But that man doing that content does not affect you at all. As a matter of fact, you don't have to view it. Another example may be how a man chooses to have sex, like what kind of sexual activities he's into. You know, certain things men do in sex that's not popular, that everyday men don't do. Men gotta judge it. Men gotta call it homosexual. They gotta call you a homosexual for it. You know all of the words that men use for that. I'm not trying to get a strike or nothing on YouTube or nothing like that. I'm not trying to get flagged, but yeah, men will call you all kind of homosexual slurs for preferring to do different activities in sex. You know, they'll question your manhood. They'll question if you're manly. If you're into fashion as a man, they're gonna call you those homosexual slurs. If you keep yourself groomed and, you know, nice and tidy, presentable, with your skin nicely oiled, you know, you making sure your hair is combed every day, you have a skincare routine, you know, if you go get your nails and your feet done, things like that, men will call you homosexual slurs for it, and it's really uncalled for. Trying to think. You know, the simp word has gotten popular, and guys who've been using the word for the last 20 years know what it is, but then there's guys who are new to the word, who've only been using it for 2 to 3 years. So they overuse it. You know what I mean? So like, in their eyes, if you're treating a woman nicely, you're doing what you're supposed to do, they're gonna call you a simp for that. You know, if you're letting your woman get away with certain things, and I'm not talking blatant disrespect, but slight things, they'll call you a simp. Yeah, basically just treat your woman right. They'll call you a simp for things like that. And we're talking about your woman, not just a woman you're pursuing, but your woman. They'll call you a simp for treating her right. Not knowing that a simp is just a guy that's overplaying his role for a woman that doesn't really want him, that doesn't care about him, that's not gonna reciprocate. You know what I mean? Trying to think, what else do men like judge other men for? It's all kind of things. Just a lot of times, like this, I don't even want to use this toxic masculinity word, but men are too macho a lot of times, and they will miss out on a good life for trying to be too macho. They'll miss out on women, they'll miss out on money, all kind of things that could serve them and benefit them. They'll miss out on it because they just want to be seen as a tough man by other men, and it's not necessary. Like, I really feel like you're being a hater, and you're just too heavily invested in other men's lives by being too opinionated about what other men are doing. All you should care about is what you're doing as a man. And as far as judging other men, the only thing you should be judging is his character. Is he honorable? Is he a family man? Does he take care of his family? Is he a provider? Is he a protector? Is he dangerous? Manly stuff. Like, is he being a solid man? Not so much of the activities he's into, just the things that are actually important as a man. But y'all want to judge him on what kind of alcohol he's drinking at the bar and things like that. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I just feel like you're being too heavily invested in a man's life that has nothing to do with you if you're judging the activities of another man. Until next time,